Joe, I know every company falls on unfortunate times and we get these RIFs or reduction in workforce or reduction in force. How can we maintain good cybersecurity hygiene when a RIF happens?
So this is really interesting because this is one of the toughest times for your security team, because your security team, they know all of these people. They're going to be brought in ahead of time with that list of people who are going to be laid off, right? It's terrible. You never want to have to do this. Sometimes you have to do it for the business. Um, if you are a fan of Guy Kawasaki, in one of his books, I believe it is Wise Guy, he talks about how when you hire to a point and you've got to do these layoffs, that it's a problem and you do need to correct, and correcting is a good thing. And I believe that. But now is a time that you need to make sure all these systems that have spun up over time, because you're a startup, whether you're a startup or you're now at a full DevOps, CI/CD sort of everything, agile company, different people have access to different systems. No longer, unfortunately, not you don't always have a simply managed group, but you need to now claw back admin access on every single system, right? You need to have admin access. You need to have a good story about why you're getting this admin access, which is why you should always be doing audits. Because if you're always doing account audits, you've got this access so you can log in. So what I would advise is inventory all of your information systems. Create a spreadsheet of all your information systems. Before the RIF, create an individual doc, link that in your spreadsheet of every single system. Now, for every system, you're going to have what the login page is, how you get to that login page, and then how you delete users, the users who are going to be deleted. Make sure you go through, delete it, comment that it's done, and then have a second person check your work to verify you didn't miss any accounts. This could be hundreds of systems if you don't have a centrally managed offboarding thing. We use Better Cloud, and we were able to automate a ton of this, but we still also spot check to make sure it didn't fail, right? So there's some systems that weren't managed, some systems we had to pull in and we didn't have time. This is also a great time to make sure that you've got SSO enabled across all the systems, even that one marketing bot and never told you because they put it on their corporate card, right? Now you've got this back in, which also brings me up to the next thing. Your teams have WordPress sites that you don't even know about. Find those WordPress sites. Go in, make sure you disable access. Make sure you've got MFA turned on. There's a great tool called WordFence. You've got that on, hopefully. But this is a really interesting one. You're working with these third parties who might also, like, you're paying a company to maintain a marketing page, something like that. When this kicks off, have emails ready to go out, letting them know they shouldn't be making any changes to systems without your security department's permission. I've seen where someone went in and emailed the company, hey, can you remove these accounts, after they were laid off because they were being, spiteful. Also, make sure you've got very good backups. Test your backups, right? Go in, make sure you can test all your backups. Also identify those people who have extremely high, privilege. So you can be laying off one of your early employees that has it. Well, we can't take away everything, but they are the admin on these different things, and disable their account access first. Just start disabling it, have everything automated, prioritize who you're going to let go. And really make sure you're keeping the attitude up of your team. Check in with them. One thing I would advise is going off-site to do this. Don't go in the office, because we know there are threats from, unfortunately, one of the things you have to think about is physical harm. There are threats of that from people being disgruntled. So rent a WeWork space somewhere else. Go to a different town, go to a different city, meet, and bring the team together and do everything there. Take everybody out for dinner. But just keep those attitudes up, because they're also going to be that team that's going to carry you forward post-RIF. So keep that attitude positive and make sure they understand how valued they are, and that you, even though you're putting on a brave face, you understand too that this is tough for everybody and it's tough for the company, and this is real lives you're affecting. Those are sort of the high points I'd hit for that.